From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 5.
And thanks for staying with us on Alert Day today and tomorrow as we settle into a short cold snap.
But we could see near record lows tomorrow morning. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is keeping an eye on those wind chills in our first warn forecast. Gary?
Also out on the patio to experience them the firsthand. And at least right here, I'm kind of protected by the sides of the building, so there's not much of a breeze. But temperatures are starting to drop pretty quickly. And with the sun going down, they're going to nosedive very quickly. You can see a visible cloud track. The early morning clouds from last night's snow moving out, and then that blanket of snow over all of the Midwest. So that means that there's really nothing to stop the cold air when it comes in. And that snow depth right now between about 6 and 9 inches. So adding a couple of inches of fresh snow on top of that and clearing out the skies, that's a perfect setup to get temperatures as cold as possible. And you can see right now temperatures have already fallen into the single digits over most of southern Wisconsin. Madison's at 8, Janesville's still at 10, but wind chills right now are between about 5 and 15 below zero. Those numbers will continue to drop. In fact, by tomorrow morning, temperatures could be down to about 10 to 15 below zero. I'm looking for a low of 11 below here in Madison. The record low is 13 below, set back in 1951. But wind chills could be as cold as 25 below zero, and there is a wind chill advisory in effect until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Later on, I'll take a look at some prospects for snow and at least an end to the deep freeze as we head toward the weekend.
All right, Gary, thank you. With that bus stop forecast, as cold as it is, will school be delayed or canceled?
Well, that's what all the kids want to know. So far, the answer is no, but Amy Reed is here now to explain what would have to change for that to be different. Amy?
Well, in short, the weather's going to have to be worse than this. We talked with Sun Prairie School District today. They have guidelines for when they make the call to cancel school or push the start time. For weather, they said there are 2 basic times they'll have this discussion: for a snow and ice storm or for extreme cold. For cold, they go based off the National Weather Service wind warnings. If it expires before noon, they may push school. After noon, they'll cancel. But for snow and ice, they bring in people from the district, other districts, and bus companies to help make the decision.
Some people might say, you know, 5-6 inches of snow, that's okay. And other people would say 5-6 inches of snow is not. So definitely snow and ice is more subjective versus that cold weather.
They said they try to make the call by 6 a.m. That's similar to most other school districts around here as well. That requires getting up at 4 or 4:30 a.m. to check conditions. The Sun Prairie School District said that can be a stressful call given the thousands of families who are impacted by the decision.
Amy, thank you. And because of those freezing temperatures, shelters will not turn anyone away tonight. The Salvation Army on East Washington will welcome women and families, and Grace's drop-in shelter in West Washington will welcome men. Salvation Army expecting higher numbers tonight, about 130 to 150 people. Executive Director Melissa Sorensen says it's important for the shelters to be a safety net for those who don't have a place to go.
When it's extreme weather nights, which is 20 degrees or below, we don't turn anybody away for shelters. So any woman or family who is experiencing homelessness is able to stay with us.
Shelters provide sleeping cots and mats, blankets, cold weather items, and a warm meal upon arrival.
Tonight, Janesville police say they have a suspect in mind in the case of 2 mothers killed earlier this week.
But still, there are a lot of questions about that suspect and this case left unanswered. Rock County reporter Adam Duxter explains where this investigation stands. Adam?
Eric and Susan, so far this case has played out very publicly, and while Janesville police say their investigation's headed in the right direction, they're not ready to share exactly what direction that is quite yet.
3 days after 2 young mothers were found behind Janesville's TA unresponsive, friends and family of the 2 victims, Brittany McAdory and Sierra Winchester, are still waiting for the person responsible to be arrested. At a vigil Tuesday night, family members of the 2 victims seem confident they knew who was responsible.
I just hope the guy gets everything he deserves, what he's got coming, bottom line. And he knows who he is, and he will be caught. I guarantee it.
Last night, Janesville police said they had a suspect in mind, but were not willing to disclose that person's name, age, or description. It's unclear why police are hesitant to share that information or if they know where that suspect is. On Monday, officials shared in a press conference that one of the victims' cars was recovered just outside of Chicago, with no suspect in sight. Today, as I made several attempts to contact police, I was eventually told they had no update to share at this time. Family members I talked to today say they're hopeful the person responsible is caught soon.
Now, it's unclear how long the search for the suspect could take or when Janesville police will reveal more information about this investigation. If and when they do, you can find it here on News 3 Now.
All right, Adam Duxter in our Rock County Bureau at the Janesville Gazette. Adam, thank you. Wisconsin health officials say a second child has died from the flu in Wisconsin. They aren't releasing much information about the child, but say they are from the southern part of the state. The Department of Health Services says the flu has not hit its peak yet.
We probably won't be at peak activity for several weeks, followed by many more weeks of high activity. So please consider influenza vaccine. Protect yourself, protect those people who are around you.
DHS says 60% of Wisconsinites are not vaccinated for the flu. Officials say 2 strains of flu are hitting people between the ages of 18 and 49 particularly hard.
State officials say they have not had any new reports of people in the state undergoing testing for coronavirus. But across the country, the number of confirmed cases continues to rise. A quarantined person in San Antonio, Texas, was just diagnosed, bringing the number of infections in the U.S. to 15. That patient was evacuated from China last week. Another 600 are under quarantine. The World Health Organization is doing its best to stop disinformation about the virus.
False information about the virus itself has spread faster than the virus.
China redefined a confirmed case this week, bringing the total number of cases in China to 60,000.
Authorities in South Carolina have launched a homicide investigation after the discovery of a body of a missing 6-year-old girl. Video shows Faye Swetlick as she got off her bus on Monday. The first grader was last seen that afternoon playing in the front yard of the home where she lived with her mother and grandmother. Since Faye's disappearance, FBI agents, along with hundreds of police officers, have been canvassing her neighborhood in a suburb of Columbia for clues.
We are now treating this case as a homicide. As this community has been working hard to find Faye and bring her home safely, we wanted you to know as soon as possible.
During the search, police also found the body of an unidentified male. They say a new investigation is now underway in that case. Harvey Weinstein's lawyer delivered her closing argument in the disgraced Hollywood mogul's criminal trial today. Weinstein accused of raping a woman in a hotel room in March of 2013 and forcibly performing a sex act on another woman in 2006. During his trial, 6 women testified that he sexually assaulted them. Weinstein's lawyer had promised not to victim shame during the trial, but during her closing argument, she said prosecutors created a world where women are not responsible for their behavior with men. Gloria Allred represents one of the accusers.
There are quite a few rape myths being used to plant doubt in the minds of the jurors today.
Weinstein did not testify during the trial. He's maintained that all sexual encounters were consensual. Prosecutors are set to deliver their closing arguments tomorrow. Jury deliberations are expected to begin next week.
The Verona Police Department is investigating a possible child enticement attempt. Officers were called to the 100 block of South Jefferson Street yesterday evening. A 12-year-old girl told police a man pulled his car near her as she walked home from school and asked the girl something along the lines of, "Can you check my car doors? There is a yellow alert." Police describe the man as a white male, 60 to 70 years old, with a gray or white beard, about a ½ inch to 1 inch in length. Police describe his car as a small silver 4-door sedan.
Authorities say the driver of a pickup truck that crashed head-on into a school bus in Dane County has been arrested for repeatedly driving drunk. That crash happened on Highway 73 in the town of Christiana yesterday evening. The 40-year-old Ford Atkinson man driving that pickup was taken to the hospital with injuries. He was arrested for operating while intoxicated, 3rd offense. The school bus driver suffered minor injuries, and 2 passengers on the bus, ages 17 and 30, were treated by emergency medical technicians at the scene.
Officials with the Tri-County School District have identified the kindergarten student that was hit and killed by a vehicle while waiting for the bus near Plainfield. Today, district officials released a statement about a benefit account created in honor of 6-year-old Mariana Kranz. Kranz was one of several students waiting for the bus Monday morning on Highway 73 when the crash happened. Her 4-year-old sister was also injured but is now recovering at home. Anyone wishing to make private donations to the family can send checks to the address on your screen. People are asked to make the checks payable to the Mariana Kranz Family Benefit.
Students at Reedsburg High School are helping raise money for the Reedsburg Police Department. Brogan Helmide and Skylar Foss designed canine t-shirts that'll be sold for $20 a piece. apiece. That money raised will go to Reedsburg Police Officer Broggie and his canine, Xena. It'll help cover the cost of items for Xena, such as training equipment and grooming supplies. If you'd like to purchase a t-shirt for this fundraiser, they're available at the Reedsburg Police Department. Ahead at 5, the Houston Astros issue a public apology after their cheating scandal, what the owner is saying.
And then coming up tonight at 6, why the Wisconsin Department of Justice is investigating an incident involving students at Middleton High School.
And on Wall Street, the market's retreating a bit today. The Dow off more than 128 points. The Nasdaq drops 14, and the S&P loses 5.5. And we'll be right back.
Experience handcrafted and hand-finished furniture by genuine Amish craftsmen at Wanakee Furniture ETC, featuring hardwood made in the USA home furnishings by Simply Amish and other great brands you can trust.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
When being sick isn't as bad as
not knowing why you're sick.
When questions lead to confusion
and angst and anxiety.
When it feels like there's a tiger chasing you into the darkness.
And all you want is a little light.
A little hope.
This is when you need the best of the best. Doctors who don't just perform cutting-edge procedures and treatments. Doctors who invent them. UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
See the elephants, tigers, dogs, and all the fun to be had at the Shrine Circus. Enjoy the magnificent elephants while you still can and make memories for a lifetime. Bring the family one and all to the Shrine Circus.
Come to the circus, the biggest show in town.
This is it. Ashley Home Store's President's Day sale is Saturday through Monday with a preview day Friday. For 72 hours only, get the best holiday discounts on everything in the store. Living rooms, bedrooms, mattresses, and more. Save up to 60% off dozens of unbeatable doorbusters store-wide. Hurry in and get our best financing offer ever. 6 years with no interest charges and only sales tax and delivery due at checkout. Plus, this is your last chance at our biggest sleep sale of the entire year. The Mattress Marathon. Through President's Day Monday. Only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Don't miss your chance to see the 6-time Grammy Award-winning Irish band, The Chieftains, on their Goodbye Tour. Celebrate 57 years of music making in an unforgettable evening of music, song, and dance on this final journey. The Chieftains, The Irish Goodbye, at Overture Center March 3rd. Get your tickets today at overture.org. Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Tonight at 6, with the bitter cold arriving, we're asking local school administrators about what they do to make those decisions to close. And Middleton police are investigating reports that high schoolers are sending out nude photos. That's tonight at 6.
Wisconsin voters deserve the truth. I'm News 3 Now's Amy Reed. I'm breaking down political ads, explaining whose money is behind them and separating truth from misinformation. Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
Democrats say they want to know if Attorney General William Barr intervened in a federal case on behalf of the president's longtime friend Roger Stone. All 10 Democrats on the Senate Judiciary Committee sent a letter to Chairman Lindsey Graham requesting an investigation into political interference at the Justice Department, including Attorney General Barr's decision to overrule his prosecutors who had recommended a 7 to 9 year sentence for Stone. The president continues to tweet about the Roger Stone case. He slammed one of the trial jurors on Twitter and said, quote, "This is not looking good for the Justice Department."
Republicans and Democrats included should be very concerned about any president, whether a Republican or a Democrat, who would use the justice system as a tool to punish their opponents and assist their pals.
Justice Department insists there was no coordination with the White House.
A bipartisan majority of senators have voted to limit the president's ability to use military action against Iran. The Senate passed a war powers resolution today that would require the removal of U.S. armed forces from hostilities against Iran within 30 days unless approved by Congress. The war powers resolution on Iran was triggered after a U.S. airstrike last month that killed top Iranian military commander Senator Qasem Soleimani. 8 Republican senators crossed party lines to vote in favor of the resolution.
We have a special obligation to make sure that we deliberate and deliberate carefully before we send troops into harm's way.
The Iranians will interpret a vote in favor of this resolution as tying the president's hands, and that would lead Iran to believe once again that it can get by with anything.
The Senate version now moves to the Democrat-controlled House, where it could pass by the end of the month. The House passed a similar measure last month. President Trump is expected to veto the resolution if it reaches his desk.
The Houston Astros baseball organization apologizing for the first time since the sign-stealing scandal. Astros owner Jim Crane, manager Dusty Baker, along with some players, talked for the first time since the cheating scandal. It happened during the 2017 season when the Astros won it all. League investigators found the team used a center field camera to pick up the opposing catcher's signs. They then alerted those signs to their batters by banging on trash cans in the dugout.
You know, our opinion is, you know, that this didn't impact the game. We had a good team. We won the World Series, and we'll leave it at that.
Astros general manager Jeff Luhnow and manager A.J. Hinch were banned for a year and then fired. The team also loses its first and second round draft picks for the next 2 years and was slammed with a $5 million fine, which is the maximum penalty.
A massive iceberg almost as big as the city of Las Vegas has broken off the edge of Antarctica. This satellite photo from the European Space Agency shows the massive iceberg breaking away from the Pine Island Glacier. It happened last week as temperatures in the area of the South Pole spiked to a record 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Scientists also captured a glacier collapsing nearby. It's estimated the block of ice weighs thousands of tons and is more than 130 feet high. Experts say climate change is causing glaciers to lose their ability to replenish and stay in place.
It's among the fastest warming regions of the planet. We hear a lot about the Arctic, but you know, this particular part of the Antarctic Peninsula is warming very quickly.
Researchers at a base in Antarctica released a video showing part of the continent without snow because of the rising temperatures. Scientists believe climate change has caused so much melting at the South Pole that the giant ice sheet is now on course to crumble.
Well, very cool temperatures here. Let's get a look at your first warned weather. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti has your forecast. Gary?
Well, those temperatures have really started a nosedive. We had a cold front come through late last night. You see our temperatures hovering just above 30 degrees before that front hit right about midnight, and then boom, everything crashed. We dropped down into the single digits this morning, got back up to around 10 degrees, and those temperatures are starting to fall. But the wind chills, notice that line, getting down to around 10 below zero, and that will continue to fall. In fact, the forecast calls for wind chills to be down to around 20 below zero with actual low temperatures around 10 below zero by tomorrow morning. But look at how quickly those temperatures rise again as we head back into the weekend. Ignore this, is just some missing data, but we could be looking at temperatures back into the lower 30s by Saturday afternoon. An alert day is in the forecast for tonight into Friday morning for near record cold temperatures. Here in Madison, I'm predicting a temperature of 11 below zero. The record low is 13 below, set back in 1951, and wind chills could be as cold as 25 below zero. And you can see the effect the cold air is having with the relatively mild winter. A lot of the Great Lakes are still ice-free. So when that cold air interacts with the still warm waters, you can see the lake effect snow bands really starting to move into parts of northwestern Indiana and southwestern Michigan, and also into the central UP of Michigan. Now, 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Again, that snow is gone. Now we're looking for falling temperatures overnight, and then bitterly cold weather for tonight into tomorrow. But wind chill advisories are in effect overnight into Friday morning, 10 a.m. Friday morning for all of Wisconsin, northern Illinois, much of Iowa, Minnesota, and eastern Dakotas. There's a wind chill warning for north central portions of Iowa. Future track wind chills by tomorrow morning should be down to around 15 to 25 below zero through southern Wisconsin. And even during the day, they should stay below zero for much of the day on Valentine's Day before finally getting back up above zero late in the afternoon. On future track, you can see how the skies clear out overnight with that fresh snow cover that we got last night here in Madison, 2.1 inches officially at the airport. That's just a great setup for the heat to escape away from the earth and get temperatures about as cold as possible. Notice high pressure with very light winds just to our south and west. But to the west, those winds become become southerly. So as we head through the day tomorrow, already the winds pick up out of the south. Then tomorrow night, increasing clouds and stronger southerly winds cause temperatures to rise. And by Saturday, we're back into the lower 30s with a band of snow showers moving through, especially during the afternoon. And then on Sunday, we're back to some sunshine with high temperatures in the lower 30s. As far as the high temperature trend, notice that cold day for tomorrow, then back up above normal through the weekend. Looks like we'll see slightly below normal temperatures for the middle of next week and maybe some accumulating snow in between, and then a more significant warm up toward the end of next week with high temperatures back to around 40 or a little bit above by the weekend. And as we take a look at the snow potential for Monday into Monday night and Tuesday, one of the computer models showing perhaps 6 to 9 inches of snow over northeastern Wisconsin, several inches, maybe as much as 3 to 6 inches north of Madison. Other computer models, a little bit less for southern Wisconsin, keeping the bulk of the heavier snow to the north, maybe more toward the Eau Claire area. So we'll keep an eye on that. There could be a mix of rain and snow, at least Monday afternoon, for areas south of Madison. So again, wind chill advisory in effect until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning for all of southern Wisconsin. Overnight, look for mostly clear skies, temperatures dropping to 11 below zero with wind chills down to 25 below zero. But for tomorrow, look for a sunny Valentine's Day. It'll just be very cold with a high of 15. Future track, those temperatures tumble down to around 10 to 15 below zero by tomorrow morning. High temperatures tomorrow only in the middle teens, but watch what happens to the temperatures tomorrow night with those southerly winds. We go down a couple of degrees and then those temperatures start rising again overnight, and by Saturday morning, and we're back into the 20s, and we're in the 30s by Saturday afternoon with some light snow, maybe mixed with rain south of Madison. Wind chills tomorrow morning, again, about 15 to 25 below zero. As we look at the 7 to 10 day forecast, those temperatures drop a little bit after the snow chances Monday and Tuesday. Look for some sunshine Wednesday and Thursday with highs only in the 20s, and then back up to the upper 30s to around 40 by the end of next week. As we take a look at first warn traffic right now, here's the view from East Washington Avenue, and you can see this is a pretty interesting picture because with the very cold temperatures, notice you can still see the ice on the road there. So that makes the roads very slippery. Salt just doesn't work at temperatures this cold. Got delays right now on the eastbound belt line from Monona Drive back to around Fish Hatchery Road, westbound from Fish Hatchery Road to around West Broadway. Right now it's about a 21-minute commute on the eastbound belt line from University Avenue to the interstate, 23 minutes back in the westbound direction. Heading out of Madison, 25 minutes down to Janesville on I-3990, 16 minutes to Sauk City on US 12 from Middleton, and 19 minutes to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue and US 151. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
Thank you, Gary.
Ahead on News 3 at 5. How safe is your car? We'll tell you which automakers earn the top honor from the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. That's after a short break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
He's thinking recliner. You're thinking sofa. It's okay. Everyone wins at the President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture. Plus, for 3 days only, Saturday through Monday, get incredible doorbuster deals marked way down. The 3-day President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture.
The Build, Remodel, and Landscape Show is coming. Shop, compare, and save big this weekend. Admission is free, only at the Monona Terrace Convention Center.
President's Day means more savings at the Brothers Maine President's Day Super Sale. Get in right now for the sale of the season with more savings on more brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. We've got a lot more satisfaction for you at Maine, like up to 18-month 0% financing and free delivery to make life a little easier. Hey, there's more home satisfaction at the Moore store. The President's Day Super Sale. More selection, more savings, and more satisfaction today at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
It's Steinhoffel's biggest President's Day sale ever. Save 35 to 75% store-wide, plus an extra $100 off. Get incredible bonus buys like this counter height stool, $49. 3-piece dining set, $249. Chase sofa or this queen bed, $499. Power recline sofa, $599. 7-piece sectional, $15.99. Plus, Steinhoffel's now carries purple mattresses. Try it before you buy it. And 60-month special financing. Shop Steinhoffel's President's Day sale.
Managing type 2 diabetes? Dimitri's on it. Eating right and getting those steps in? On it. Dimitri thinks he's doing all he can to manage his type 2 diabetes and heart disease, but is his treatment doing enough to lower his heart risk? Sorry. Maybe not. Jardine's can reduce the risk of cardiovascular death for adults who also have known heart disease, so it could help save your life from a heart attack or stroke, and it lowers A1C.
Jardiance can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, genital yeast or urinary tract infections, and sudden kidney problems. Ketoacidosis is a serious side effect that may be fatal. A rare but life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this bacterial infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. And don't take it if you're on dialysis or have severe kidney problems. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Lower A1C and lower risk of a fatal heart attack?
On it with Jardiance.
Ask your doctor about Jardiance.
Hi, folks. You're going to need to bundle up the kids Friday morning as we see the coldest air yet of the season.
And we're telling you what's new with the always popular Girl Scout cookies this year as their season kicks off this weekend.
We're on the air starting at 4:30.
See you then.
He's thinking recliner. You're thinking sofa. It's okay. Everyone wins at the President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture. Plus, for 3 days only, Saturday through Monday, get incredible doorbuster deals marked way down. The 3-day President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture.
The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety is out with its list of the safest vehicles.
Elise Preston tells us which vehicles received the highest awards.
To earn a top safety pick, vehicles must perform well in 6 different crash tests. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety also measures roof strength and evaluates whether headlights provide good vision. This year, 64 vehicles earned a Top Safety Pick award, 7 more than last year, and 23 received the highest honor of Top Safety Pick Plus.
It is an encouraging sign, particularly since we raised the bar a little bit this year.
IIHS President David Harkey says vehicles had to meet a higher standard in crash tests. They were also required to have pedestrian detection systems that can prevent an accident. Of all the automakers, Mazda took home the most Safety Pick Plus awards with 5. Subaru had 4. GM's Cadillac and Tesla's Model 3 were the only U.S. car companies to earn the top award.
I do think that vehicles are as safe as we've ever seen them.
But Harkey says car makers can do even better.
I think the biggest thing that we would like to see an improvement on is headlights.
He would like to see top-performing headlights become standard on all vehicles, giving drivers a better chance at avoiding an accident in the first place. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
Hyundai and its luxury division Genesis had 8 models that earned a Top Safety Pick award, and 3 were given the Top Safety Pick Plus.
Well, stay with us. We'll have a final check of your first warn forecast when we return.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Anyone hear the slogan? Mike will get it done? Okay, let me tell you what the it is. As mayor, I expanded health care coverage. As president, I'll build on Obamacare because health care is a right. I created nearly 500,000 jobs in New York City. As president, I'll build an economy that delivers good jobs with higher wages. I'll take on the gun lobby and save lives. And I will stop Trump's assault on women's reproductive rights. I've got a record of doing things. I've got the resources to take on this fight. As mayor, I held myself accountable for results. As president, I'll offer common sense plans, and I will get it done. So let's stay on the offensive and let's win. I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Ashley Home Store's 72-hour President's Day Mattress Marathon is Saturday through Monday with a preview day Friday. We've worked with top manufacturers to bring you our best deals of the year, including unbeatable mattress doorbusters you have to see to believe, like this deluxe cooling gel memory foam mattress for $449. Save up to $800 instantly on luxury sleep systems like Tempur-Pedic, plus 6 years interest-free. The biggest mattress sale of the year must end Monday, only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Squeaky, creaky, leaky entry doors from big box stores should be ignored. Scott the window guy does entry doors. He can do yours and so much more.
We do entry doors at scottthewindowguy.com.
Save big money on a great selection of laminate flooring at Menards and get free laminate underlayment after rebate with your purchase. Save on Perfect Seal XL 12 from Mohawk. It's beautiful, durable, and waterproof. Only $259 a square foot. Declutter your closet with closet-made wire closet kits. They're easy to assemble and can be customized to fit your needs. This kit for 5 to 8 foot wide closets is $109.99. Menards is your home improvement store.
Save big money at Menards.
Don't miss your chance to see the 6-time Grammy Award-winning Irish band The Chieftains on their Goodbye Tour. Celebrate 57 years of music making in an unforgettable evening of music, song, and dance. The Chieftains, The Irish Goodbye, March 3rd. Tickets at overture.org. Experience handcrafted and hand-finished furniture by genuine Amish craftsmen at Wanakee Furniture ETC, featuring hardwood made in the USA home furnishings by Simply Amish and other great brands you can trust.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Tonight on the CBS Evening News, a massive rock slide derails a train as heavy storms pummel the South. Tonight, what to expect as more severe weather is on the way. Plus, a Purple Heart recipient gets a very special Valentine. Actually, tens of thousands of them. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
One of the coldest nights of the winter tonight.
Yeah, and look how fast the temperatures have dropped. These are the high temperatures for today. I'll forgive you if you don't remember the 30-degree high temperature, because that was at midnight. And then we dropped into the single digits this morning. We're at 8 right now, just above that. And wind chills right now are running around 5 to 15 below zero. And over the next 12 hours, look where those temperatures go. Down, down, down. We're down to about 10 or 11 below zero by early tomorrow morning. The record low for Madison is 13 below, set back in 1951. Look for a high of 15 for tomorrow with sunny skies for Valentine's Day. Some light snow Saturday as we're back up to 34, and then some snow chances early next week. Cold weather, and then a warm up at the end of the week.
Okay, Gary, thanks. We'll be back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News. Take care.